Thor's initial encounter with Sandrodiga on the beach sets a powerful tone for his character arc. He's used to dominance and power, but Sandrodiga's direct challenge and revelation of her past victories shake him to his core. Thor's admission of defeat to Sandrodiga reveals a vulnerability rarely seen in the god of thunder. It sets up his later journey of introspection and seeking guidance from others. Tywoz's introduction establishes him as a powerful figure with potential motivations beyond his public persona. He hints at a deeper connection with the Vanir and their interests. Leafy's plea for aid from Tywoz highlights the vulnerability of VE, Losong clan despite their reputation as warriors. It reveals their desperation and willingness to make deals. The mention of Thor violating the truce between Aza and Vanir creates a sense of tension and potential conflict. It underscores the complexity of alliances in this world. Tywoz's proposal to Leaf reveals his cunning strategy. He leverages both the Vanir's power and their forbidden orchard to obtain what they desire. This highlights his willingness to use unconventional means. The mention of Thyra joining Leaf's quest hints at her crucial role. It suggests she possesses skills and knowledge vital to their success. Sigrid's interrogation of the Vanir reveals her past trauma and her struggle to reconcile it with her current situation. It foreshadows a potential internal conflict. The revelation that the Vanir tested Leaf's character by placing him in danger underscores their mysterious nature and motives. Egil's newfound signifies a turning point in his life. It presents him with choices and opportunities he never had before. Egil's internal struggle with his future highlights the themes of freedom and purpose. His desire for guidance from the sorceress reveals a vulnerability. The sorceress's cryptic advice to Egil suggests both dangers and rewards on his path forward, further emphasizing the uncertainty he faces. The sorceress's playful nature adds a layer of complexity to her character. She seems detached from Egil's plight yet offers him guidance that could significantly shape his destiny. Andvari's drunken storytelling sets the stage for a potentially significant revelation about his past and his relationship with Loki. It hints at a deeper mythology waiting to be explored. Andvari's tale of two dwarf princes who befriended a shapeshifter foreshadows the potential for alliances and betrayals in the ongoing conflict. It suggests that trust can be fragile and easily broken. A viper's hiss echoes through their words. This exchange reveals Loki's manipulative nature, his tongue-twisting truth into a weapon against Egil. The dwarf's simmering anger towards him flares, setting the stage for a storm of vengeance, a conflict brewing like molten lava beneath the earth. The air crackles with unspoken danger as Loki's grand scheme is revealed, a tapestry woven with threads of deceit and shadowed by the looming threat of Fafnir. Even the depths hold secrets. Sigrid's words revealing Andvari's wisdom in the face of dark magic. Silence hangs heavy, a shroud cast over Asgard. Thor's absence is a gaping wound, and Odin's voice remains unheard. The vacuum of power whispers promises of chaos, hinting that the thunder god alone cannot hold back the tide. Loki's whispers are silken traps, ensnaring Sigrid in a web of manipulation. The promise of power hangs heavy between them, a fragile alliance forged in shadows and laced with betrayal. A chilling truth surfaces: Loki's heart is an icy cavern. He exploits trust like a blade, willing to sacrifice even those he claims as allies. Leaf's life hangs precariously in the balance, a pawn in Loki's game of cosmic chess. From whispers to roars, Sigrid steps into the light. Her leadership is forged in fire, her spirit untamed. She grasps destiny by the throat, a queen ready to conquer. Andvari's curse erupts like a volcanic fury. The true form of Fafnir is revealed, a monstrous testament to the destructive power of greed. The earth trembles with every screech, each thud a hammer blow against the fragile fabric of reality. The air crackles with ancient magic. Andvari's hatred for Fafnir burns like a supernova, his words laced with the venom of 1,000 years. The power dynamic shifts as the dwarf stands defiant against the monstrous dragon. A master puppeteer pulls at the strings. Andvari wields his ancient magic with chilling precision, exploiting Fafnir's desperate hunger for immortality. The dragon is a prisoner in its own gilded cage. Andvari's plan unfolds like a scorpion's sting. He knows the true nature of desire and uses Fafnir's yearning against him, a twisted symphony of temptation and betrayal. The battlefield groans under the weight of brutal carnage. Each blow is a hammer strike against reality, leaving behind a trail of shattered bodies and broken oaths. Leif rises as a beacon of hope in this darkening world. His courage shines brighter than any blade, his heart beating in rhythm with Sigrid's own. A connection forged in the fires of battle, a love story whispered amidst the screams. Silence descends, thick and heavy, punctuated only by the rasping breath of the dying. Poison spreads like wildfire through the land, a chilling reminder of the cruelty that stalks them all. A whisper, a name spoken with dread, Loki. His shadow looms large over this unfolding tragedy, a puppet master pulling the strings from behind the scenes. The final confrontation is inevitable. Sigrid, with a voice that cracks like thunder, lays bare her soul. The cycle of bloodshed, fueled by generations of hatred, shatters as she chooses to protect Leif. This is not just a change in their relationship, but a seismic shift in the very foundations of Asgard itself. Leif wrestles with a maelstrom of emotions, his heart torn between the love he bears for Sigrid and the truth that has been unveiled. He is adrift in a sea of doubt, yet a flicker of resolve remains, an ember refusing to be extinguished. Leif's gaze pierces the veil of political machinations, revealing his yearning for freedom and his love for Sigrid that transcends all earthly boundaries. He desires a love unfettered by chains, a bond forged not in duty but in pure, selfless affection. Leif's resolve solidifies into steel, his determination to protect Sigrid burning brighter than any flame. Though his body bears the scars of battle and his strength wanes, his loyalty remains unyielding, a beacon in the encroaching darkness. The air crackles with anticipation as Thor and Tywars clash, their powers colliding like celestial bodies. This is not merely a duel, but a prelude to a cataclysmic war that will determine the fate of Asgard itself. Thor's voice cracks with vulnerability, his pleas for Tywars echoing through the ravaged battlefield. This is not the thunderous roar of a god, but the desperate cry of a brother torn apart by betrayal. Sif, her words dripping with foreboding, paints a grim portrait of Thor's path. He strides towards destruction, blinded by rage and vengeance. The consequences will be catastrophic, shattering the very fabric of reality. Sif's voice cuts through the chaos, revealing the hidden depths of Thor's character. Her words shed light on his past, his love lost, and the darkness that consumes him. Sedkona, shrouded in mystery, unveils her true power and purpose. She offers a glimpse into the future, but at a terrible price, reminding us that knowledge comes with its own insidious consequences. Ulfr emerges from the shadows, his transformation signaling the descent into chaos. The wolf's hunger for power consumes him, casting a long shadow over Asgard and foreshadowing a future riddled with fear and uncertainty. The battlefield erupts into chaos as Thor faces the Einherjar, each warrior locked in a desperate struggle for survival. This is not just a battle, it's a clash of wills, a test of loyalty and resolve. Odin's arrival casts a long shadow over the battlefield. His presence signifies a shift in power, a change in the very fabric of Asgard itself. His words carry the weight of prophecy, echoing with the promise of both destruction and salvation. Sedkona's sacrifice resonates through eternity. She offers her own life to protect the future, a testament to her unwavering commitment and a chilling reminder that even gods must pay the ultimate price for knowledge. The final scene unveils the cyclical nature of violence and destruction, leaving viewers with a haunting sense of foreboding. Asgard's fate hangs in the balance, teetering on the precipice of an inevitable downfall. The weight of Egil's grief crashes upon us, a tidal wave of sorrow that connects him to the past. His sacrifice echoes through time, casting a long shadow of somber understanding over this episode. Isle emerges from the Ither, her presence an ethereal whisper that chills the soul. Her power simmers beneath the surface, a promise of influence that hangs heavy over Egil's destiny. Sigrid's thirst for revenge clashes with Loki's insidious whispers, a battle of wills that sets the stage for a moral labyrinth. The line between justice and manipulation blurs, leaving us teetering on the precipice of chaos. Thor stands defiant against impossible odds, his loyalty to his friends a beacon in the encroaching darkness. His unwavering courage echoes through the battlefield, a testament to the power of unyielding devotion. Beneath her thirst for vengeance, Sigrid's heart bleeds with empathy. A flicker of compassion ignites within her, reminding us that even in the darkest depths, humanity can endure. Sigrid's eyes open to a new vision, a future beyond vengeance. She yearns for a world reborn, her spirit reaching out towards a destiny that transcends her past. With newfound conviction, Sigrid embraces her true self, shattering the chains that bind her. She stands defiant against the gods, her voice echoing with the power of an awakened warrior. Freya and Thor share a bond forged in pain, their hearts united by a profound understanding. Through their shared sorrow, a glimmer of solace emerges, reminding us that even in loss, connection can endure. Loki's tendrils reach out, his manipulative whispers weaving a web of deceit around Sigrid. He preys on her vulnerability, promising power in exchange for her allegiance. Sigrid grapples with the consequences of her choices, her strength tested by loss and the weight of her own actions. Her vulnerability lays bare the human cost of war, leaving us questioning the true price of victory. A whisper of uncertainty hangs in the air as Sigrid steps into a new chapter, her path uncertain but full of potential. This is not an ending, but a beginning, a testament to the enduring power of resilience. The final notes of Sigrid's tale reverberate, a haunting melody that blends tragedy and hope. Her story lingers in our hearts, a reminder of the enduring power of human spirit, even in the face of insurmountable odds. Thanks for tuning in. Stay curious, stay awesome, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more amazing content. This moment establishes the central conflict true. Ulsung land under attack by foreign swordsmen, reveals Leif's prowess in combat, foreshadowing his future role as a warrior king. Introduces the Valkyrie, a pivotal supernatural force in the story, adding a layer of mythology and fate. Highlights the pivotal role of Sigrid in Leif's life, as she is the sole recipient of the Valkyrie's respect. Establishes a romantic connection between Leif and Sigrid, foreshadowing their future marriage. Provides a humorous counterpoint to the serious narrative, highlighting Egil's playful personality and his role as a commentator. Further develops Leif's characterization as a powerful figure, emphasizing his physical dominance. Introduces the theme of ambition and political maneuvering in Herva's relationship with Sigrid. Highlights the tension between tradition and change, as Leif's desire to marry Sigrid challenges established norms. Reveals Sigrid's longing for peace and unity between nations, underscoring her idealistic nature. Deepens the romantic connection between Leif and Sigrid, emphasizing their shared desire for a future together. Explores Leif's relationship with his father, revealing a complex dynamic marked by both love and conflict. Introduces a new layer of danger and suspense as Leif's journey with Sigrid leads them into unfamiliar territory. Establishes a potential threat and foreshadows future conflict with the giant folk. Introduces a key character, FJL Verka, and highlights the tension between human and giant cultures. This dialogue, a rumble echoing through the hall, sets the stage for the wedding, revealing the giants' pride a towering defiance against the gods themselves. Glomar bellows, "We fear no gods." His words, like thunderclaps, foreshadow a storm of rebellion, a clash of titans about to unfold. Glomar's gaze lingers on Leif, his voice resonating with conviction. "No," he declares, "never will you meet a man to match my Leif for resolve." These words, spoken with the weight of ages, paint a portrait of a young hero, a beacon of strength amidst the looming darkness. In this tense exchange, Glomar's heart betrays his loyalties. His daughter's words pierce him. "You chose man over giant." Atchingly he replies, "Father, my feet don't touch the ground when I sit at your table." A chasm widens between them, a reflection of the world tearing itself apart. Glomar's toast, a chilling melody amidst the revelry, reveals the undercurrent of fear. He speaks of a woman on her pyre and a weapon which is tried. These ominous words hang heavy in the air, foreshadowing a night stained with blood. Glomar's voice echoes through the hall, demanding, "Bring out the bride. I bid you show me." A chilling question hangs in the air, "Which woman's day do I darken?" The very air crackles with anticipation, tinged with a sinister undertone. Suddenly, the world cracks open. Thor thunders into the hall, his voice booming like an earthquake. "I am Thunderborn, Thor Odinson, and joy I take in giants' blood." The very foundations of this place tremble before his wrath. Glomar, eyes blazing with defiance, rallies his people. "Go, take them to the cellar." His voice cuts through the chaos. "Protect our sisters, little root." He stands firm, a shield against the storm. Sigrid's desperate plea for peace pierces the din. "My blessed brother Balder," she cries. "He counsels peace and courtly words when I would go to war." "Do not do this." But her pleas are drowned out by the thunder of approaching doom. The world erupts in a symphony of violence, screams and grunts mingle with clashing metal. Thor's laughter echoes through the carnage, a chilling melody amidst the chaos. The giants fight bravely, but their strength is no match for Thor's fury. Sigrid, eyes blazing with vengeance, vows to make Thor pay. "I swear it." She hisses, "I will kill Thor." Her words are a promise whispered on the wind, a portent of future bloodshed. A figure emerges from the shadows, cloaked in an aura of mystery. Loki, Lofisan, announces his arrival. "My name is Loki, Lofisan. You've reached now Hell's red door. It's where you acquire a taste for blood. Drink deep." His presence chills to the bone, promising further chaos and intrigue. Loki's offer hangs heavy in the air. "I offer." Thor's, the conflict escalates, reaching new heights of brutality and betrayal. The seeds of destruction are sown. Silence descends upon the ravaged landscape. Only the mournful strains of music remain, a haunting melody that echoes the tragedy unfolding. A chilling premonition hangs in the air. This is only the beginning. The war has just begun. Odin forbids Loki from breeding with giants, setting the stage for conflict and foreshadowing the dire consequences of his actions. The birth of Hel marks a significant turning point, establishing her as a key figure in Norse mythology and foreshadowing Loki's role in Ragnarok. Gorm reveals his concern for Sigrid's well-being, highlighting the complex power dynamics within the family and hinting at potential alliances. Leif's accusation of Gorm highlights the weight of their past, emphasizing the cyclical nature of violence and betrayal within the family. Loki's imprisonment within Hona's head signifies his punishment for past transgressions and sets the stage for his internal struggle. Hona's influence over Loki introduces a powerful force that threatens to drive him further into madness and despair. Sigrid's potential success and the possibility of her forgiveness for Loki drive his actions, revealing a profound sense of loyalty and guilt. The revelation of the wording sky marks a shift in perspective, suggesting that fate is interwoven with choices and actions. Loki's assertion of his knowledge about the location deepens the mystery and foreshadows a potential confrontation. Egil's death highlights the consequences of Loki's past actions and emphasizes the gravity of his situation. The wolves' arrival and their connection to Loki's past actions introduce a new element of danger and potential redemption. Loki's confrontation with his past actions highlights the weight of his choices and sets the stage for a potential reckoning. The revelation of Ulfr's true nature as a giant further complicates Loki's situation, adding layers to his journey. Sigrid's rejection of her queenly title emphasizes her resilience and independence in the face of adversity. The ending scene leaves a lingering sense of mystery and anticipation, setting the stage for continued conflict and character development. This dialogue reveals the extent of Loki's influence over Leif, highlighting the god's manipulation and control. His words echo like poisoned whispers in Leif's soul, twisting his very being, leaving him a mere puppet in the grand design. This line marks a turning point in Leif's understanding of his actions, acknowledging the dark influence that shaped him. A veil is torn, and Leif sees himself reflected in the abyss. He grasps the truth. He is a vessel of darkness, molded by forces beyond his control. The revelation of their objective to kill the sleeping god and free their king sets a dangerous and morally ambiguous course for Leif's journey. A perilous pact is forged in the heart of darkness, its consequences a storm brewing on the horizon. This exchange introduces a sense of foreshadowing and dread, hinting at a prophecy that will determine Thor's fate. A chilling whisper rides the wind, foretelling doom. The threads of destiny converge, weaving a tapestry of sorrow and sacrifice. Sigrid's accusation against Loki exposes the god's deceitful nature and unveils a web of treachery within Asgard. The mask slips, revealing the serpent's heart. Betrayal slithers through the halls of power, leaving chaos in its wake. This revelation deepens the mystery surrounding Jormungandr, connecting her to Thor and hinting at a powerful destiny. A whispered legend takes shape, entwining two souls across realms. The veil of secrecy parts, revealing fragments of a cosmic tapestry. Loki's presence is revealed, adding another layer of complexity to the situation and emphasizing his role in shaping events. Like smoke and shadow, Loki emerges from the darkness. His influence ripples through the narrative, a force to be reckoned with. The arrival of the giants, drawn by Egil's story of Sigrid, introduces a new force in the narrative and shifts the power dynamic. The earth trembles as ancient giants descend from their icy peaks. A clash of titans looms, threatening to shatter the fragile peace. This exchange marks a turning point in Leif's relationship with Loki, as he begins to confront his own agency and responsibility for his actions. A storm rages within Leif, tearing at the threads of manipulation. His eyes open to the truth, igniting a spark of rebellion. This dialogue exposes the complex nature of Loki, revealing his self-awareness and acceptance of his role as a scapegoat. Loki stands before us, a paradox of cunning and sorrow. He embraces his fate, knowing he is both villain and victim in this cosmic play. This revelation unveils Odin's involvement in the events, highlighting his manipulation and power within Asgard. A king sits upon his throne, weaving threads of fate with unseen hands. Odin's shadow stretches across the land, his will a force to be reckoned with. The dialogue between T-Wise and Leif signifies the growing alliance between the Vanir and humans, setting the stage for an impending conflict with Asgard. A pact is forged, uniting disparate forces against a common enemy. The balance of power shifts, heralding a storm that will engulf the realms. Sigrid's accusations crackle with the raw power of grief and rage. Each word, a hammer blow echoing through the halls of her shattered world. Her family, stolen by fate, has ignited within her a burning need for vengeance, a quest that will consume her very being. Hel's words hang heavy in the air, a tapestry woven with threads of power and ancient secrets. She offers aid, but her motives are shrouded in mystery, driven by desires as deep and unyielding as the darkness she commands. Sigrid sees a glimmer of hope, but also the shadow of a bargain forged in deceit. Loki's voice, smooth as serpent scales, whispers promises of power and chaos. He dances around Sigrid, tempting her with an alliance that could reshape the very fabric of existence. His motives remain veiled, but his presence is a spark igniting the tinderbox of war. Sigrid stands firm, her eyes blazing with righteous fury. Thor, the god of thunder, is no match for her unwavering resolve. She seeks not glory, but vengeance. Her words are a vow, etched in blood and tears, a promise that will resonate through the halls of Asgard. Sigrid rallies her warriors, each one bearing the weight of their own loss. Her words, a beacon in the darkness, ignite a shared purpose, a fire fueled by grief and determination. They stand together, united against the forces that threaten to consume them. Egil, caught between duty and ambition, yearns for both service and mastery. His heart is a battlefield, torn by conflicting desires. Will he rise to greatness or succumb to the darkness within? The poet's words weave a web of deception, twisting minds and fueling doubt. Trust becomes a fragile thing, shattered like glass on a cold stone floor. The shadows grow longer as the truth slips further from reach. A chilling tremor runs through their hearts. They face not just mortal enemies, but forces beyond comprehension, ancient entities that stir in the shadows, whispering of destinies entwined with darkness and fate. A wolf's eyes glint in the night, a silent predator watching from the edges of their vision. Ulfr's true nature remains hidden, a chilling enigma that casts a long shadow over their journey. Hel extends her hand, offering salvation at a terrible price. The power she wields is undeniable, but her motives remain as enigmatic as the underworld she rules. Will Egil accept her gift or succumb to its sinister allure? The darkness within them whispers, revealing a truth that chills the soul. Ulfra, born of sin and shrouded in secrets, poses a grave threat. Can Sigrid trust her allies, or will betrayal tear them apart? The Seedconer's knowledge chills them to the bone. Her prophetic gaze pierces through their plans, revealing an inevitable future shaped by destiny and sacrifice. The Seedconer, a weaver of fates, offers guidance on a path fraught with peril. Her motives remain unclear. Is she a benevolent guide or a manipulator playing a grand game? Desperate for vengeance, Sigrid reaches out to Hel, accepting the dark bargain that awaits. The line between good and evil blurs as she embraces a power that could consume her soul. The air crackles with unseen energies, leaving them suspended in a realm of dread and uncertainty. What dangers lie ahead? Who can they trust? The Seedconer's words echo in their minds, a chilling reminder that fate has its own designs. A chill wind whispers through the gathered crowd as Ulfr's words hang heavy in the air. His distrust, a palpable force, threatens to shatter Sigrid's carefully constructed facade. This exchange, a clash of wills, sets the stage for an epic battle of ideologies, a struggle that will determine the fate of their world. Egil's desperation, a raw and primal scream echoing through the cavernous hall. The weight of Sigrid's power presses down upon him, an inescapable grip that threatens to consume his very soul. We witness here the true cost of her Seedcona magic, a terrifying display of influence that could shatter their world. Sigrid's voice, a resonant force echoing through the ages. It carries the weight of generations past, bound by blood and destiny. Her vow to honor her mother's legacy is not mere words, but a burning inferno that fuels her every action. This moment unveils the epic heart of her quest, a journey paved with sacrifice and shadowed by an ancient power. Leif's measured words, a beacon of pragmatism amidst the swirling chaos. Ulfr's defiance, a tempestuous storm brewing within him, two paths diverging into the unknown. This clash of ideologies foreshadows a cataclysmic struggle between order and unbridled ambition, a battle for the very soul of their world. Sigrid's gaze pierces through the veil of reality, her mind already weaving intricate plans. She seeks not mere victory, but dominance over Thor himself. Her quest for dwarven weaponry is a calculated gamble, a daring maneuver to tip the scales of power in her favor. The whispers of the past linger in the air, a haunting symphony of tragedy and loss. The dwarves' connection to the bog, a sacred ground stained with sacrifice, a testament to their enduring power and the terrible price they pay. This discovery unveils a hidden chapter in their history, a dark tapestry woven with magic and bloodshed. Sigrid's ambition knows no bounds, a relentless hunger for power that threatens to consume everything in its path. She seeks to harness the very essence of the dwarves' rage, a dangerous pact with unimaginable consequences. The veil between worlds thins, revealing glimpses of Sigrid's mastery over the underworld. Her connection to these ancient entities foreshadows a terrifying alliance, a pact forged in darkness and fueled by unimaginable power. Loki's insidious laughter echoes through the shadows, a chilling reminder of his manipulation and cunning. He whispers promises and sows seeds of discord, pulling the strings of destiny from behind the scenes. Sigrid's ambition, a double-edged sword, a path to unimaginable power, but one fraught with peril. This moment reveals the precarious balance of her quest, a dangerous game that could lead to glory or utter annihilation. And Vari's warning rings out like a death knell, a stark reminder of the true cost of wielding god-killing weaponry. Leif faces an impossible choice, torn between his loyalty to Sigrid and the potential horrors that await. Leif's unwavering devotion shines through, a beacon of hope amidst the encroaching darkness. His love for Sigrid transcends doubt and fear, a testament to the enduring power of human connection. Sigrid's grief, a chasm that threatens to consume her entire being. The weight of loss hangs heavy upon her soul, fueling a desperate quest for vengeance and control. Odin's arrival marks a turning point in the narrative, a celestial intervention that amplifies the stakes and reveals the cosmic tapestry at play. His gaze pierces through the veil of deception, illuminating the true nature of Sigrid's ambitions and the looming threat they pose to the world. Tywaz lays out the Vanir's demands to Thor's death as atonement for his trespass, or Asgard's rule will fall. This sets up a stark ultimatum and highlights the escalating tension between the Aesir and Vanir. A frigid silence hangs in the air as Tywaz, his voice like crackling ice, delivers the Vanir's terms. Thor's life, a mere sacrifice to appease their wrath, or Asgard itself will crumble before their onslaught. This is no mere negotiation, this is a declaration of war. Tywaz, his eyes burning with cold fury, reveals the Vanir's final decision: war. The weight of their pronouncements echoes through the air, a portent of bloodshed and carnage to come. As the shadow of war looms over Asgard, Thor reminds Leif of the warrior's coded death and glory intertwined. This is not a battle for survival, but a dance with destiny, a testament to their unyielding honor. Tywaz, his face contorted with rage, challenges Thor to single combat. This is not just a clash of swords, but a duel for the very soul of Asgard. Fueled by righteous fury, Thor vows to find Sigrid, his words ringing with the promise of vengeance. He will hunt her down, a whirlwind of wrath unleashed upon the woman who dares to threaten him and Asgard. Loki reveals a chilling prophecy. Odin has foreseen Thor's demise. This revelation casts a pall over the situation, suggesting that even fate itself cannot escape the grip of this impending conflict. With cunning and treachery, Loki spins a web of deceit, setting in motion a deadly plan to utilize Sigrid as Thor's assassin. The lines between loyalty and betrayal blur, leaving Asgard teetering on the precipice. Sandrodiger's words pierce Thor like shards of ice, revealing her deep-seated resentment and a fragile bond fracturing under the weight of impending war. Consumed by vengeance, Sandrodiger desires Thor's downfall. The fire of betrayal burns within her, a dangerous flame threatening to consume them both. The Vanna's obsession with blood and iron paints a chilling portrait of their brutal nature. The air crackles with anticipation, pregnant with the stench of impending violence and sacrifice. Sandrodiger's final words hang heavy in the air, underscored by an eerie melody that chills the soul. A sense of foreboding washes over Asgard, a harbinger of tragedy to come. In this moment of impending doom, Thor seeks solace in Sandrodiger's company. A fleeting glimpse of humanity amidst the encroaching darkness. A desperate yearning for connection before the storm breaks. Odin, consumed by the impending conflict, withdraws into solitude. The weight of his responsibility burdens him, a heavy crown pressing down on his weary soul. Leif rallies his fellow warriors, his voice echoing with courage and conviction. He ignites their spirit, fanning the flames of honor and duty in preparation for the coming battle. Thor faces Sigrid, not with fear but with unwavering determination. His heart aches with a desire to protect Asgard, even if it means confronting the woman who threatens both his people and his soul. As Thor encounters Sandrodiger, a ghostly whisper of dread surrounds them, hinting at a fate that will forever alter their destinies. The veil between life and death thins, foreshadowing the inevitable sacrifice to come. Thor's quest for vengeance against Sigrid collides with his desire to protect her life. He is caught in a maelstrom of conflicting emotions, torn between his duty and his humanity. A tremor shakes Thyra. No longer a mere servant, she stands reborn in the crucible of their encounter. Her words drip with newfound power, a declaration not of servitude, but of unyielding desire, a testament to her metamorphosis into a force to be reckoned with. As the storm rages around them, Leif's vow echoes through the tempestuous night, a beacon of unwavering love amidst the chaos. His words, a lifeline thrown across the abyss of hardship, promise a future forged in resilience and devotion, a testament to their unbreakable bond. In the brutal calculus of war, Leif faces an agonizing choice, a sacrifice born of love. His heart shattered by the weight of Eagle's fate, he chooses a desperate gamble, a desperate hope clinging to survival in the jaws of oblivion. Saidkona summons the very fabric of divinity, her voice a thundering hymn as she pledges allegiance to powers beyond mortal ken. Her power ripples through the world, a harbinger of impending conflict, a prelude to the cosmic clash against Thor. Freya's parting words hang heavy in the air, a cryptic warning that echoes into unseen corners. Her cryptic pronouncements hint at a tapestry woven with threads beyond Thor's capture, a grand design unfolding amidst the shadows. Thor descends from the heavens, his arrival a thunderclap announcing kinship with the weeping girl. A flicker of understanding ignites in their eyes, a potential alliance forged against Loki's treachery. And Vari falls, a tragic victim to Loki's ruthless ambition. A life extinguished, leaving a gaping wound in the heart of war, a catalyst for vengeance and a harbinger of further bloodshed. Sigrid's anguish explodes into accusations, her words piercing Leif's soul. A chasm of betrayal yawns between them, a shattered bond threatening to consume their love. Driven by an unyielding thirst for vengeance, Sigrid stands defiant in the face of tragedy. Her resolve remains unbroken, her spirit forged in the fires of loss, a testament to the consuming power of retribution. Sigrid's past wounds bleed anew, revealing the profound scars etched into her soul. Love and happiness, once within reach, now seem like distant dreams, a haunting reminder of a future forever lost. Leif's grief is a tidal wave, crashing against him with the force of 1,000 storms. Yet, even in the face of imminent loss, his love for Sigrid shines brighter than ever, a poignant testament to the enduring power of devotion. Silence descends, heavy and suffocating. The haunting echoes of the choral music linger, a solemn requiem for a life sacrificed. Sigrid's death casts a long shadow, a chilling reminder of the tragic consequences of war. The weeping reveals a vulnerability and willingness to fight alongside others, potentially signifying a shift in character from isolated warrior to collaborative figure. Sigrid establishes a role as a storyteller and unifier, setting the stage for narrative exploration through shared myth. The fable of Fenja and Menja introduces themes of oppression, resilience, and female agency, foreshadowing possible parallels with the characters' own struggles. The giant builders deal with the Azar highlights ambition, power dynamics, and the potential for manipulation within a seemingly collaborative relationship. Loki's cunning intervention reveals his role as a chaotic force within the narrative, capable of manipulating events for personal gain. The Azer's reliance on Loki despite his deception underscores their own flaws and the precarious nature of power. Loki's gift of the cult signifies his continued manipulation and foreshadows a complex relationship between him and Odin. Egil's declaration of love for Odric challenges societal norms and foreshadows potential conflict due to their unconventional relationship. Odric's accusation of seduction highlights the restrictive societal expectations imposed on men and reinforces the danger faced by Egil and Odric due to their relationship. Egil's assertion of his innocence during the duel emphasizes his commitment to proving his love and challenging false accusations. The duel's outcome signifies Egil's triumph over accusations and potential for survival, but also foreshadows ongoing societal challenges. Egil's remorse for Odric's death, despite their love, reveals a profound emotional conflict and the lasting impact of societal pressures. The eerie music and whispered words following the duel create a sense of foreboding and suggest unresolved tension despite Egil's victory. The episode ends with a sense of mystery and unresolved conflict, prompting viewers to question Egil's future amidst the shadow of tragedy. This dialogue reveals Ulfr's insatiable hunger and the dark pact he made. The gold represents both life force and death, highlighting the cycle of consumption that defines his existence. A chill crawls down your spine as Herva's terror echoes in the silence. She's a fragile thing, adrift in a storm of chaos. But Andvari remains unyielding, his calm a stark contrast to her fear. This dance sets the stage for their journey, Herva clinging to Andvari's strength, forever teetering on the precipice of trust. Here, deep within the earth, a silent testament to dwarven resilience echoes. They live in harmony with nature, their lifeblood entwined with the very mushrooms they cultivate. Andvari's nonchalance whispers of a worldview beyond Herva's understanding, a world where danger is met with quiet confidence. A chilling laughter slices through the air. Andvari's eyes gleam with a hidden fire, his words dripping with cryptic meaning. Running. Is this escape? Or a desperate flight from something even more sinister? Glommer's words pierce the veil of normalcy, revealing the truth. The girl stands apart, a braid fit for a Jotun woman, a mark that sets her adrift in a sea of conformity. Even surrounded by the warmth of family, she stands alone. The girl yearns to connect, but their world cannot comprehend her difference. Her feet never truly touch the ground, even within the sanctuary of home. A spark ignites within her, a yearning for something beyond the confines of her existence. She dreams of distant lands, a world where her spirit can soar free. The vastness of the world presses down upon her, a cold reminder of her insignificance. A lonely echo reverberates in the silence, a girl adrift in a sea of indifference. Silence shatters as defiance rises within her heart. No longer content to be swept along by fate, she chooses to fight for her destiny. The girl will forge her own path. Chaos engulfs them. Leif and Sigrid struggle against insurmountable odds, their breaths ragged gasps in the face of overwhelming force. This is a dance with death, where every move could be their last. In the heart of the maelstrom, respect blossoms between them. Leif acknowledges Sigrid's indomitable spirit, her courage shining brighter than any blade. He offers a toast to her strength, a silent promise of protection. A revelation unfolds like the rising sun. Sigrid's origins whisper tales of distant wonders, of lands beyond imagining. She stands alone in her unique journey, and Leif finds himself drawn to her, their shared experiences forging a bond deeper than words. Leif's proposal echoes with sincerity, a declaration of his desire to stand by her side, offering shelter and security in this tumultuous world. He craves a deeper connection, a shared future built on trust and loyalty. As her feet touch the ground, Sigrid feels it, the warmth of belonging. The world melts away, leaving only this moment of perfect peace. She has found her home, not in a place, but in the embrace of another soul. Reveals a power struggle between Odin and Thor. Introduces Loki's complex relationship with both his father and his mother, hinting at a hidden agenda. Highlights Freya's manipulative nature and her willingness to use Sigrid for political gain. Underscores the treacherous nature of Loki's alliance with the protagonists and foreshadows potential betrayal. Establishes the bleakness of Vanaheim and hints at the dangers faced by those who enter its borders. Demonstrates Loki's unpredictable nature and his potential to abandon allies when convenient. Reveals the historical conflict between the Aesir and Vanir gods and sets the stage for potential future confrontations. Introduces the threat of Odin's huntsman, foreshadowing a dangerous pursuit for the protagonists. Highlights Sigrid's unique connection to Vanaheim and her potential role as a key player in the conflict. Exposes Loki's true motivations as a manipulator who aims to orchestrate chaos and sow discord among the gods. Raises the stakes for Egil and his companions, forcing them to confront a desperate situation. Introduces Andvari's wisdom and his cynical perspective on the actions of gods. Reveals Herva's determination to protect her loved ones and her willingness to face danger head-on. Highlights the physical toll of war and the scars it leaves on both body and soul. Introduces a tragic backstory for the character and hints at their motivations. Sid Kona, his heart heavy with the weight of past battles and present peril, utters words that shatter the very foundations of his warrior creed. A world where Valhalla's gates might remain closed if Thor falls. A world beyond the familiar hymns of glory. In this moment, the whispers of doubt echo through him, fueled by a father's desperate yearning to see his sons again. From the shadows emerges Raffenkel, a figure cloaked in enigma, his words carrying the weight of hidden truths. He speaks of riders who bring not peace but impending doom, their arrival heralding a storm of danger that threatens to engulf them all. The veil of secrecy deepens, casting long shadows upon the path ahead. Thor, chained and seething with frustration, roars his defiance against the invisible walls that confine him. His divine power feels stifled, a caged beast yearning for freedom. This is not the god of thunder they know. This is Thor wrestling with a fate he cannot control. The air crackles with tension as Thor and Seedkona lock eyes, their desires clashing like thunder against steel. One seeks glory in a battlefield of blood, the other, a desperate shield for his family's safety. Their contrasting approaches ignite a conflict that threatens to consume them both. Inge's words cut like a dagger, revealing the chilling truth behind the riders' deceptive game. The farmers, unwitting pawns in a twisted scheme, were led to slaughter like sheep to the altar. A wave of betrayal washes over them, leaving only the bitter taste of deceit. Leif steps forward, his loyalty blazing brighter than any flame. He shields Sigrid from danger, a lone bastion of courage amidst the chaos. A spark of love ignites in the face of fear, whispering promises of protection and devotion. The captors reveal their horrifying purpose, a desperate offering to Odin, fueled by blind faith and twisted righteousness. Sigrid becomes the sacrificial lamb, a pawn in a deadly game where divine justice is warped beyond recognition. Seedkona, a father consumed by love, vows to defy even the gods themselves if it means protecting his family. He will tear down any obstacle, break any chain, to keep them safe from this monstrous fate. The brutality of their attackers lays bare the darkness that consumes them. Seedkona and Inge are caught in a maelstrom of violence, fighting for survival against enemies who show no mercy. Herva's venomous words reveal her true nature, a manipulator playing both sides, seeking power and dominion. Her promise of recompense rings hollow, for she leads them down a path paved with deceit and danger. Sigrid stands defiant, her voice ringing with strength and conviction. She refuses to be swayed by Thor's empty promises or veiled threats. This is a woman who knows her worth, who will not bend the knee to any force. Sigrid, Queen of Vanaheim, asserts her authority with unwavering resolve. She lays down the law, reminding Thor of the consequences of his transgression. A divine reckoning is upon them, and only one will emerge victorious. A voice from the shadow speaks, shrouded in mystery. The words resonate with power and foreboding, casting a pall over their hopes for sanctuary. Vanaheim's gatekeeper stands watch, ready to judge and decide. A haunting choral music plays. Music fades to silence. The echoes of the chilling music linger in the air. A haunting reminder that darkness lingers at the edges of their world, waiting for its moment to rise.